everyone. Hi, I'm Saoirse Duggan and I'm going to teach you a tune on the box today. I'm from the Letterkenny Cultus in Donegal, but I've been playing and supporting this branch here in Ballynagelia for the past couple of years, and I think that Siobhan and Brendan's doing great work to promote Irish music in Derry City. So today we're going to do a wee reel. The name of the reel is Lilies in the Field. I never actually heard this tune played at sessions before, so I wouldn't really say it's that popular up around this end of the country anyway. But I think it's important to learn tunes that maybe aren't played as much in sessions. So this here one, I heard George McAdam, banjo player from Monaghan, I heard him playing it, so I thought I'd learn it. So it's a nice wee tune, it's in D major. So I'll play the tune first and then we'll break it down. So that's the tune there anyway. Just a wee few things to look out for. So in the notes, anything I've circled, the B's and the E's, they're on the outside row. That there's just to help with the flow of the tune, so you're not constantly in and out on the bellows. It just helps the tune more if you go on the outside ones. And then there's a few rolls and stuff as well, so we'll have a look at that. So we'll just take it bar by bar. We'll take the first bar, so A, D, D, C, A roll. So if you want to start in a C as well, so just another thing to mention as well, so there's a mixture of C naturals and C sharps. So I've got all the C sharps marked, and anything that's not a C sharp is C natural. So all the C sharps are marked, and if it's not marked, it's a C natural. So we'll start with the first bar. So if you want to start on C, so that's the first bar. We'll take it again. We'll just start in A. So and you're just hitting that A roll there, so that's a 5-note roll. So I suppose I'm influenced by the playing. I'd be influenced by like Finbar Dwyer, Tony McMahon, Joe Burke, and Joe Burke would be a big player of the 5-note rolls. So it's just your 5-note roll. So they need to be nice and clear. There's a few places you can put in rolls throughout the tune. So we'll take the first part again. And then we'll go on to the second bar. So just a note, in the second bar I've circled a B, so you're just going up to the outside B there, it just helps the flow. So we'll just try that wee bit there with the outside B. So B, C, B, C. So your first B is on the inside row, so you're just going out to the outside row for the second B. So okay, so we'll try the whole second bar now with the outside B. So 1, 2. Okay, try it again. Okay, we'll take the first 2 bars now. Play it one more time. Okay. The third bar is just the same as the first bar, so. And then the last bar. So we'll try the third and fourth bar. And then that's repeated again, so you go back to the start. Okay, so we'll play the first part a couple of times slowly, and then we'll move on. So just remember the outside B, that just really helps with the flow of the tune, so you're not constantly pushing the accordion in and out. It just really helps with the flow. So we'll start on A. So that's the first part. It's handy enough. So in the first bars I'm doing A roll. You don't necessarily have to do A roll. I think it's important for tunes that you'll learn the tune off me, but I think it's important that you go away. Yes, learn the tune, but I think it's important that you go away and you put your own style to it. Because as players, yes, you'd be influenced by other players listening to their style, but it's important that you develop your own style. So I listen to Finbar Dwyer, Tony McMahon, they're real old style traditional players, but you might be into like more modern players like Demi Milan, players like that there. So it's you can do what you want to the tune, and Finbar Dwyer was great for that, for putting his own stamp on the tune. So I think it's important to do that. So you don't necessarily you do what suits you. You don't have to do an A roll there. You can hold the A if you want. So you could do. You can hold the A. I put a wee few different things in when I'm playing that tune, wee fancy bits if you want to call them that, but we'll look at that after the tune, maybe like going up to the octave and stuff like that there. You'd need that stuff for the flat and stuff, so we'll have a look at the second part anyway. So starting on D, F, D, we'll take the first 2 bars, and just to note, in the second bar I've circled the E, so that's your outside E, just to help again with the flow of the tune. So starting on D, 1, 2. Okay, again. Okay, so we'll just look at that second bar there with the outside E. So starting on the C. Oh, did I miss that? Yeah, just in the notes there, in the second bar, that's a C sharp, not a C natural. So going to the outside E there, it's just below the C sharp, pulling out. So we'll try that again. And one more time. Yep. Okay, so we'll do the first 2 bars again, and just remember that outside E. So 1, 2. Yep, and then next part, quite similar again. Right again. And one more time. Okay, so we'll put the first couple of bars together. It's just up until that point. Okay, so starting on D, F, D. 1, 2. Okay. Again, the next part, there's a lot of repetitive parts in this tune, so again the next part you're just doing a wee C there just as a link up note for the D, F, D. So and again you're holding in that G in the second bar. Okay, so we'll try that line again, the third line again. Sorry, so start just a wee C link up. Yeah, okay, so one more time. Yep, and then the last line, just to look at it, we have a F roll and a G roll, and that's the ornamentation. So F, G, another wee link up. So we'll just take the first bar, maybe break it down with them rolls. So on the F roll, I'm just doing a one note roll. So that's just, you're using your finger. So you're starting on your first finger. You're going to your third, second, first. So it's 1, 3, 2, 1. So it's okay. So all just on F, just one note rolls they're called. So it goes just your usual E 5-note roll. You can do 1-note roll if you want, whatever suits, or you can, if you don't want to do the rolls, you can do if you don't want to do the rolls. So but I think the rolls sit better in the tune, just to add more to it. So we'll take the last line with the rolls. Okay, so F, starting on F, G. 1, 2. Try that again. One more time. Okay, so that's the second part. It's not an overly complicated tune, but there's an awful lot you can do with it, ornamentation wise. You can add in a lot of stuff to it, and when you have that stuff in, then it doesn't sound as simple. But it's nice tune, and I think it's important to play tunes, that are less well known or heard. Yeah, it's good to be learning tunes, obviously, that are played all the time, so you can join in. But it is good to, like, when I'm learning tunes with my sister, we always tend to go for tunes that we've never heard before. And it's nice then because you can share them with other people's sessions, because we play them in sessions and nobody would know them, and people will be asking you then, what's the name of that, or where did you get it? And then it's just spreading the tunes, just making the less known ones heard more. So this is one like I said, I haven't heard it played up around here until I heard George McAdam. I think it was on Facebook or something. It was Facebook live video maybe, not quite sure, but he was playing that anyway, and it's a lovely tune. Right, so we'll take all of the second half now and just remember the outside E and those rolls as well. So starting on the D, the whole second half nice and slowly, okay? So 1, 2. You don't repeat that again, okay? So that's the whole second half there on the page, and then you go back into the first half. So we'll just play the second half maybe 2 or 3 times just to get used to it, but just remember when you're playing the actual tune you only play that once. Okay, so we'll just play it 2 or 3 times. 1, 2. Okay, so that is the second part of the tune. So just remember the outsides and get the rolls nice and crisp. So we'll play the tune through now a couple of times. So remember, you're repeating the first half, and then the second half is once. Okay? Because it changes the last line, so that's why it's played like that. So we'll try that again now. We'll try it a couple of times through anyway, and then we'll have a wee look at maybe different technique you could use or ornamentation you could put into it, okay? So if you want to start on the C, so that's a C natural there, okay? So just a wee link up note to get you going. Okay, so we'll start on C, so 3, 4. nice wee tune in D major. Actually, I don't know who composed the tune. Not actually sure, but it's a nice tune. So if we're going to look now at maybe different bits you could put in. So we'll take the first bar. So the different things you could do here. So it's basically on that A. So you can go up to the octave. So that's A, no A, A. You're just going up to the octave. So that would sound like, just instead of the A roll. Okay, just a wee variation. I wouldn't do it every time. That would overuse it. So you can use your A roll, or like I said before, you can hold the A if you want. So you could do a wee cut on the A if you're holding the A, so it's just clean. So just a wee cut coming from the B. So the one I would do would probably be up to the octave, just as a variation. So okay, so and then the second bar, I do that sometimes. Nice wee chord, nice wee touch to it. So you're just going B. You're holding C and G together. If you're going B, instead of C B C, you're going B and then C chord with the G. So you're holding C and G at the same time. So if we try the A octave and then we try this C chord, okay? So just remember to hold that then, that C chord, and then you can do a wee cut there on the last bar, the 2 Ds at the end. Okay, so if we put all that together now, so you're doing the first bar is the A octave, second bar is the C and the G holding together, and then you have the A octave again, and then you have the wee D cut at the end. So we'll try that together. Okay, so it's just a wee variation. It sounds nice, I think. Again, you don't have to do it. There might be something else that you would put in there, but that's what I would usually play if I was playing it. Also, you could, so in the first bar you're going the A octave, and then, but again sounds nice. In the second bar you can do the C octave instead of CBC. Sorry. Okay, so it's going. That's very nice, I think. So again, that's another variation you could do. So you could do second bar, right? So first bar you can do your octave. You can hold the A. Second bar you can do the chord, or you can do the low octave. I think that sounds nice if you're doing the A octave in the first bar and then the C octave in the second bar. It sounds nice, so it sounds like I think it sounds sounds very nice there. So that's what you can do in the first half. Second half then, we triplets, so it's D, F, E, D. It's important that you get them nice and clear because it might not come out sometimes. So D, F, E, D. Try it again. 1, 2. Then the second bar. And then you can do it again. We cut there on the second line, the second bar. So G, E, D, D, we cut on the D. You can do a wee cut there if you want. So a G, a cut on the G. Sometimes I go so you can do a wee cut there, or you can go down. So we'll just try a cut maybe. So you hold that then. And then a wee cut to finish off again on the last bar. So you're just finishing off there on the last bar. So if we try the second part then with those bits, just the F, E, D triplet, the D cut, the G cut, okay? So if we'll try the first part and the second part with wee extra bits. So maybe the first time we play the first part, we'll put in the A octave in the first bar and the C octave in the second bar. And then maybe the second time round the whole tune, we'll do the A roll and the C chord, okay? And so we'll try that slowly first of all, and then we might speed it up a wee bit. So we'll start on C. Tune with wee extra bits. listen, you can put them in if you want, or if you come up with anything else, you can put them in. But I think it's good to dress up a tune, you know, instead of just going away, right, just learning the bare minimum of the tune. Yeah, that's alright for sessions, but at the same time, I think it's good that you get in your ornamentation, get in a few fancy bits as we call them. It just makes the tune a whole lot better. So I think that's important when you're learning tunes, to maybe add in, make it your own and add in extra stuff. So we're coming to the end of the lesson now, so we'll play the tune twice and we'll play it a wee bit faster this time to finish off. Right, so we'll start on the C. So 3, 4. So that's the tune there. Thank you all for coming and learning the tune, and hopefully you'll get playing it in sessions whenever we get back to it. So thank you.